Hey, what's up, people? Yeah, gotta give a special shout out to Nikki before I start. Yeah, people, I heard about the verdict last night. It's been pretty depressing for me ever since then. But quite honestly, with you, I'm not surprised. I mean, defense got what they wanted. I mean, they got a jury full of people who believe that Trayvon was the monster. They believe Trayvon was this. He was this wild animal who attacked George Zimmerman, and that's basically what it comes down to. I'm pretty sure if the media would try to track down the jury and ask them what it was, and they would say, "Well, we didn't think it met the standard of proof, and we had reasonable doubt, and blah blah." But all that is really, and a lot of they're going to say it doesn't have anything to do with race. But let's be real. If that had been a white kid, in fact, even if that had been an Asian kid just coming home from the store, Zimmerman would actually be under the jail right now. I mean, but they believe that Trayvon Martin was the wild animal. He was the gangster. He attacked George Zimmerman and threatened his life, and Zimmerman had to shoot him. I mean, they overlooked all of that. That he chased homeboy down. He had a gun with him and all that other nine. But like I said, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. The defense got what they wanted. They got a jury who actually believed it. Because if you were listening to Zimmerman's story, it just sounds like bullshit. Trayvon jumps out of a bush and says, "Now you got a problem." Then proceeds to try to beat him to death. I'm like, come on, man, that's just BS, and that's why I went for the jury trial, because I think anybody in law enforcement like they have to actually sit back and think about it. Like, yo, that story just doesn't sound correct. It's like that shit. It just doesn't sound right. But what can I say, man? I'm frustrated, just like a lot of other people. I still doubt that there's a whole bunch of people going to be trying to like chase down young black kids and trying to kill them now. I doubt that that's going to happen because yeah, I just doubt it. Maybe some white racists say, "Yeah, I'm going to get my gun," and they're going to do, but they're just talking shit. They're not going to do anything. Our biggest threat is the threats we make to ourselves, because nobody kills black people more than other black people. And unfortunately, like we act like that this shit happens in a bubble, but it doesn't. White people see this, Asian people see it, other races of people see this, and they just like, I guess that's that they think we're all violent, murderous. We're like a violent, murderous race, a bunch of wild animals and shit. And that's part of the reason why I guess they didn't have any problem believing that Trayvon actually jumped out of the bush and attacked a stranger with a gun, and then tried to kill him by beating him to death. But oh man, it's not a whole lot to say, man. But no, this is just my video expressing my frustration. Really, I don't really know what else to say. I know they're going to try to bring federal civil rights charges and all of that. How successful that is, even if they succeed in doing it, has to be questioned right now. Family more than likely get a wrongful like get a civil like a settlement against Zimmerman, but he's been getting money. I mean, the racists have been sending him money like crazy since this whole thing has happened. Because they thought what he did was righteous. I mean, that just goes to show another thing. A lot of people look at us. They look at us as criminals, violent, murderous, thugs. That's how they look at black men. And I actually to agree. They might look at black women like that too, because it's not hard to find a video of remember those black girls, those young black girls who are fighting with the cops, or they're fighting with each other, they're attacking mall cops. I mean, it's not hard to videos. And you can see videos of white girls doing the same kind of stuff, but that stuff like that doesn't stick on them. It's like you throw it on the wall and it doesn't stick for them, but for us it sticks. Like you throw it up on the wall and like, yeah, see, look at these black people acting crazy. Yep, that's all of them. That's like white people do some shit and won't stick to all of the white people, but black person does something out of pocket, and that's like boom, that's the whole race gets catches the blame for that. And like I said, I'm not a person who believes in making excuses. Let's be real. Like I said before, nobody kills black men more than nothing. We beat, we stab, we shoot each other over like the least little bullshit. I mean, it's not even over drug wars or anything. Like we'll kill each other over damn near next to nothing. We'll crash a party. Black men will crash a party. They know to be when someone asks them to leave. Oh, they want to shoot the place up, or they want to leave and come back and shoot the place up because somebody asked you to leave from party. The only reason why they crash in parties so they can get free food. I'm like, that's I don't know, but I'm getting off into some other stuff. But that wild animal tag, bugs the hell out of me. As a black man, I'm getting tagged as a wild animal, a violent, murderous beast. Not just black men though. It's like they're teenagers, you be in your teens, your 20s, your 30s. You're just a black, wild, vicious animal. Just waiting to pounce on like some unsuspecting white person and shit. But anyway, like I said, I guess I'm just venting my frustration. But thanks for listening. And I was gonna put I was gonna put like an image up of Zimmerman but I'm like, why am I gonna put an image of Zimmerman? I mean, that showing them celebrating in court, they might as well be dancing on Trayvon Martin's grave. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Zimmerman, as far as the financial wise, he's getting money from all of this. People are sending him money. So they're basically like dancing on his grave, laughing on his grave if you saw him in court celebrating. So I think I'm just gonna put a picture, just a black. You're gonna see nothing but black, because there's not really anything to put up there. I don't want to put up another picture of Trayvon. I don't know. Anyway, like I said before, thanks for listening to this video, people. Hope you handling this better than I am. And I like that. Stay strong. One of these days, people are gonna look at us as much better than they are now. Might not happen during my lifetime or yours, but eventually it will. And maybe then stuff like this will stop happening. But anyway, thanks for listening to what I had to say, and have peace.